Welcome, welcome home. Welcome home, Super Rock Star Seeds. Welcome home. My name is Melissa, and I will be your multi-density cosmic tour guide today. We're going to do a Star Seed, Star Child reading and check-in. See what's going on in the energy the divine universe has to bring to us, the cosmos. We're going to do a little bit of clearing. Got a tuning fork going for the Star Seeds. Hope you guys are doing really well and things are aligning. So what we're going to work on today is the reversal of the heavy, grody earth, darkness and shadow, as well as the reversal as the galactic war kind of history that we have and imprisonment. So Genesis. To coming back to the divine plan, your divine plan, my divine plan, and the original divine blueprint for our cosmic connection. Pardon me. The cosmos are calling. Hello. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Star Child. Over and out. Tell Spock. I've been thinking about him. Tell him hi. Mwah! Okay, I'm just kidding on that. So, the skies are really busy right now. The layers are shifting, the magnetics are shifting, so it's like really strange, and the illusions are falling away. But the skies are amped up, and I'm in my home, away from home, in the Ozarks, over by Eureka Springs, kind of close to Roaring River, and really attuning with the earth and skies here, as I was called to do. So I'm wondering if all of us have that open door, that key to the calling, our callings, our true callings for these next days, weeks, months, hours, minutes, what we're being called to do from the cosmos, from God, divine universe. So we're going to do a little bit of a reading, and I pulled out the cosmic or Christ consciousness cards, Amanda Ellis cards. I'm so excited to use them. I love my Amanda Ellis YouTube Connect. Amazing. I ask for the divine universe to bring us any messages to the star children, the star seeds. There's a lot of callings coming into awareness for each of us, different layers, different levels, different ways. We might be called to different places. We might be called to awaken in ourselves in different ways, which I know I'm working on for me. And just tuning our soul song and our perspectives into the higher frequencies. So it feels like that we're going to have keys that open the doors in cool ways. And most of us have been feeling stagnant or sort of behind or unhappy or blah in some way, almost like we missed the mark. Not true. And so I'm really getting a strong message that the divine universe, which is that duality, yin yang duality, marriage of Christ, twin flame template, that's the sacred Garden of Eden, and is being really aligned and adjusted and reactivated in different ways. So you star children get to sort of open doors and be the way showers and leaders and gatekeepers for others as our consciousness awakens further and further and further and further. It's really going to be great. Thank you so much for your hard work. I know some Some of you starseeds have been through the hardest stuff, the indigos, the light workers, the rainbow children, the crystalline children. Thank you for teaching us and holding us and clearing out that lower shadow. Thank you. I'm honored to walk this earth with so many of you. Honored. See what we got in the Christ consciousness cards. Let's see if we got anything for the starseeds, please. Divine universe, thank you, spirit. Thank you, ether. Pure divine light only. Oh, this is so good. Jesus, follow my lead. I love this. This is perfect. Look at that beam of light. Thank you, Jesus Christ, because we're going cosmic right here, right now. And the calling, your heart's calling, feels like that Christed calling is really going to be loud. And I think some of you have some new soul tribes, or maybe even soulmates or divine counterparts to come together with to unfold in that calling or your purposes and missions. I think some of you have some super cool double, triple missions in this next cycle. And as always, we're always completing cycles, so it's so easy to say, oh, that cycle is over. There are so many layers to all the cycles and phases. It's not that easy. And I feel like there's like a huge leap forward for so many of you. And it feels like that calling, it's almost like you'll hold this big golden key and go, oh, my key matches yours. Oh, my key matches yours. And soul tribe that deserves to be with you, soul tribe that encourages you, soul tribe that is an actual true connection, is just magnetized. Your magnetic key that the universe has given you, starseeds, is bringing that Christ energy together in different frequencies and vibes, different layers, bandwidth layers. And so I love that. Jesus is calling, bringing your calling. Thank you, Jesus. Love that. Follow my lead. Follow the Christed lead. You'll know inside. And you'll know inside, like when you see the people, the different soul tribes, soul families, you'll see the people that you fit with, that you're magnetically drawn to, because God has anointed and appointed people for you. The divine universe will deliver some blessings to all of you. I feel like in the next weeks, months, and years. Ooh, star children. Part of your calling, some of you. Part of your new calling. I'm going to pull another one. Let's see what we got. Wow. Gentleness. So that divine feminine. Have you guys been feeling that true divine feminine, that aspect of God, that's that feminine aspect? Just stand up in such beauty and grace and joy and true love, that you can feel the gentleness, that grace, little Grace Kelly grace, little Mother Mary grace, grace. And I feel the gentleness for all of you in that calling, and it won't be as scary. It won't be like navigating through in survival mode as much as the past, I believe, for most of us. So it feels like a really good time to be aware of our energies and stay in that gentleness and nurturing and nourishing that our divine earth and skies have given to us all along, but we couldn't feel it sometimes. And it'll come through in your calling very strongly. Gentleness. Respond softly. Thank you guys so much for feeling this with me. I can feel our collective just really having some gentleness and grace in it. I'm going to pull another one. That was awesome. Gentleness. Holy anger, the change. It's a 53-8 card. Look at that 8. Look at that infinity that's off a little bit. Look how it's a little bit twisted. Look how there's some pricklies around it. Look how sad and mad and scared this being is. Holy anger, that's okay. All of us have felt it. All of us will feel it. That's acceptable. Um, and remember to breathe in that gentleness and have compassion for yourselves and be the change. So this card is be the change. So we all come back into the circle of light that the universe gave to us, our true signatures of light, our cosmic vibes, and be the change. Holy anger. I like it. Okay, we're going to do one or now two more because two fell out as I pulled the... discernment. Discernment. As the shifting comes in this, look at the flames of, there's a violet flame and there's the movement around us, the flames that burn away the heavy shadow or the possibly the angers, the holy angers and the suffering. We will discern how to stay into the flow and with whom, how, what, when, where. So I really like this also. Truth and clarity will come. So this is number 43 card. That's a 7. That's in numerology, that's a kind of self-personal knowing wisdom. And I feel like, look at this beam of light coming into her space. No one else needs to know it, but the mystery of God is speaking to her, holding her in her calling and clarity and discernment, holding her in her truth, no matter what anyone else says, no matter if anyone else likes her or not. She's being held in out of the illusion in her own calling and truth with the divine universe. Thank you, starseeds. I feel like that almost like wisdom, knowledge, truth, almost occult wisdom that's been inverted will come into the light. So that's the divine magic and the divine alchemy and the divine mysticism of God, of the divine universe touching us, going cosmic, right? And I like this one. Here he is again, going, what in the world? Like, look at this water. It's crazy, tumultuous chaos. The sail is like dragging him like too fast through the choppy waters. And it's scary. It's sad. And this is a number 41, which comes to a 5, which is a change number. And the card is the faith over fear. You can cope. This is different than you can survive, like be in survival mode. Faith over fear. The Christ consciousness will help you along and hold you up in the middle of tumultuous waters, and you can still hear and feel your calling, even if the surroundings will not recognize you or it as anyone to be respected or loved or cared about. Hold on. The divine will lead you. Faith over fear. You can cope. We're coming out of that real survival mode, out of all the tens of thousands of years, and being unplugged and unmarked by the galactic wars as well. I've been feeling Pleiadian energy a lot. Pleiadian, to me, is purple. Doesn't mean everyone else has the same thing. So a lot of purples and blues, a lot of Mother Mary energy. There's some shift of the Anunnaki stuff going on. The light and the dark is perhaps still spiritual warring, but there's a lot of it's sort of roady and man-made. So whatever the old soul contracts that the earth systems of shadow, of darkness, allowed for the humanity that were unaware and did not consent, some of those pieces are being unstitched out of our consciousness right now. So as we keep going along, follow Jesus Christ, the lead. Follow God, source creator inside of you, and know that you can cope and have faith through the fear. And the fear will dissipate. And watch the holy fires burn it all up, the divine violet flame, and then your answers inside you will know with such clarity and truth. It's just miraculous and amazing. So I really like that. And that holy anger. I would suggest that we not take out the holy anger all the time on everyone else. Some of you have never spoken. Some of you never said anything. And you get to tell your story. You get to tell your truth. That's an important part of unplugging from some of the suffering and the pain. But you will have discernment and truth and clarity about how, what, when, where, and the freedom that Christ consciousness, that cosmic Christ consciousness will come meet and greet you every day in every way as it's time as we follow our callings. Nice. I really liked that. Can you feel God in the cosmos right now? I know I can. We'll do another little clearing. And pull a couple more cards. We're going to do the Starseed cards. Rebecca Campbell. Love her. See if there's anything that can help us, anything we can know from the divine universe. I am seeing, in a lot of ways, down our spines as our crystalline bodies continue to come into form and balance and wholeness in our physical earth selves. I see that our spines, our spinal cords in the past, in the ethers and in the physical, have been kind of altered. And when I say kind of, I mean a lot. And, you know, all that junk DNA and stuff like that, they said has been altered. So some of it will come back into the true divine blueprint and form for us in these next days, weeks, and months. So if you're detoxing, if you're having ups and downs, it's okay. You're going to be okay. In your truth, in your divine plan, in your calling. I'm still seeing people recognize each other all over the world, like sparking, like magnetically being drawn together, and unmistakably so. So soul tribes, soul families, and we can go, sorry to some of the soul tribes that were not nice in the past and just weren't the right frequency match for us. And we take a deep breath together and feel the lead of that cosmic Christ, purified Christ, not the false light, bring us together in harmony, in that unity, consciousness, or in union. So, let's see what we got. The Starseed Oracle card. Activated Earth. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Again, you're calling. Follow that Christ-led consciousness. Follow where you're supposed to be. Activated Earth. You know, Earth is activated in that cosmic Christ energy more and more. Can't miss it. And I love this. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. We will always hold the light, pure divine love, these states of being, the conditions of love and peace and joy and happiness and abundance and richness for us and others in this unity consciousness wherever we may be. As I always say, where I lay my head is home, and sometimes I've been a little bit gypsy up in here. And I'm so grateful because we are, in essence, holding that divine key of who we are, being our true selves, and activating. It's almost like plugging in where we are at, and perhaps helping activate and hold pure divine light to the best of our abilities in the grids, earth grids, ley lines, and layers of consciousness where we are. And in that, we will connect with people all over the world in spirit and in physical form. And it becomes a big light bulb of love. Cosmic Christ love. Okay, I'm going to pull one more of these and see what else we got for the starseeds. I just keep feeling that calling. So one of the star family beings that are here I was feeling the Lyrans this morning, and they are saying, please ask your heart for forgiveness for the pain and suffering in this physical realm where you feel a little bit out of place sometimes. And ask forgiveness from all the others if you have hurt or upset anyone else along the way. And so I ask that we send that out in pure divine love and forgive ourselves, and ask for compassion for ourselves, for ourselves, and watch those ties and bindings come off of our cosmic connections and truth, our sacred truth, and becomes unbound now and connected with that unity, union, Christed union within and out. All right. You are not alone. Love this. Look at that Gemini twin flame vibe right there. You are not alone. And I know many of us starseeds have felt a little bit unplugged, disconnected. And it just our normal, usual connection has been either dulled, or circumstances have squished it a little bit, or we're being re-amped up as we are evolving in our mind, body, spirit, soul form in the ethers, and in the physical, as heaven and earth come together and squish together. So sometimes it's almost like redoing the house. So we gotta like rip the old electric out before it, burns down the house, or put on a whole new roof instead of just keep patching the old ones that has kind of rot in it and leaks into the kitchen and over by the bed and stuff like that. You're not alone. You are truly loved beyond all comprehension. The isolation, I know most of the starseeds, most of the anointed chosen beings have been pulled away from others, unplugged, replugged in, and that physical connection has been a little bit different. So everybody does not understand what it's like from your shoes, but the cosmos are still whispering in the background. The divine universe is still whispering in the background and bringing that balance and that union and harmony in yourself, that Christed union in yourself, the community. I feel it. Look at that. I like the electric. It's almost like the Michelangelo creation, spark of creation. I feel like your soul tribe, soul family, soulmates, and those of you with divine counterparts, whether they are with you, around you or not, whether you've met them or not, whether they're in spirit and you are in the physical, super electric connection, and it's like you can't miss it. Next card, that two fell out. I feel like there's deeply psychic, spiritual, intuitive, sensitive, magical, mystical gateways and doorways we're going through. Remember our calling. I'm using it as a representation of a golden key in the golden energy in the cosmic Christ that's within us, and we can activate at any time, anywhere, through this gateway in the cosmos. Are all talking. This is divine universe talking to us as we go through these gateways. And look at the reflection. So the water is calm and clear here, and the terrain is calling us to take a little walk inside and out. And I feel like all of us are starseed visions, our indigo starseed, our rainbow starseed, our crystalline starseed, our light warrior starseeds, our teachers and healers and empath starseeds are going to bring that heaven and earth together and have visions, hold visions, and really start fulfilling their callings in different ways than we would have expected. So everybody on this starseed spiritual path is going to give and share and be able to help others in different ways than we thought, maybe even better, especially when we come together in our groups. Pleiadian energy, okay, visionary, inspired ideas. So again, we're going cosmic Christ up in here. And all of us, the psychics, the mediums, the healers, the visionaries, the mystics, are going to be amped up in more and more. Everybody's going to be amped up more and more in their spiritual abilities, understanding, and their Christed, in tune hearts, souls, minds, spirits, and everything that was not of light that was done to us, the spiritual galactic wars, things like that, are being undone. And we have a lot of starseeds that are working on undoing those hooks, those seals, those imprisonments, those strongholds, being the curse breakers in all levels of being, and bringing those fragmented pieces of the divine children of God home, back into wholeness, is what I'm saying. I'm going to pull one more of these and see what else we got. Holy macaroons with coconut. This is the card that says, I'm sorry. So I know all of us have been feeling discomfort and in and out of waves of the discomfort of whatever it is that we've been holding, carrying, our trauma, our worries, our stresses, our pains, and the humanity's history, and disconnection throughout the many tens of thousands of years of pretty much abuse and grossness. And so I'm feeling our insides like apologize, and again asking for forgiveness for others but ourselves as well. And I'm hearing, it's almost like the Ho'oponopono, where they say, I'm sorry, and please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. It's almost like I feel that process happening within us, and those things that have happened to us, humanity, divine starseeds, those things have happened to us in our physical life here, maybe tens of thousands of lives, and might be so imbalanced. It wasn't your karma, it was humanity's karma imbalanced. We were defenseless and didn't know, none of us. And we are going to right past wrongs and uproot the root work, the jerky, gross, disgusting root work that wasn't supposed to happen. And the chains and the strongholds are going to be broken free to the next level. And I mean Cosmic Christ next level. So I'm really excited about that, and honored to be here with you today. We're going to pull one of my favorite cards because I can't help it, which would be the Sacred Geometry Activations by Lon, L-O-N, as the reversal of many things inside of us, or the shadow of the history of us, the shadow of humanity, the shadow of each one of us continues to fall away and crumble. And again, strongholds and curses, hexes, vexes, spells that were not right, imbalanced, are going to be broken through. So one more here, synergy. So there was a long time ago, maybe like 20 years ago, and I was being targeted really bad. And I know many of you don't know this, but I was kind of born into a space where it was tough for a little starseed girl. Synergy, number 41-5 is change. So I remember being targeted real bad, and I remember knowing deeply that there's shadow, darkness, inversion, perversion, oppression, depression, anything dark in every single symbol, every single layer of energy, every single word that we've ever used, every single piece of the mirror and picture of who we are has been inverted. In the upside down, we just fell in the upside down and we got used to it, and we thought, oh, that's normal. And it wasn't. And I remember sitting in my car, like, I love me some rock and roll, like with some bass, right? And I remember thinking, whatever's inverted or dark in this, whatever's a possible gateway of darkness in this, or in my dinner, or in my tomorrow morning when I wake up, or in my relationships, how can I reverse it so that nothing dark can come into my gateways, portals, and my energy layers, especially as a person who's been through tremendous trauma. So I have gashes in my energy, right? And I'm thinking, how can I reverse that and keep those doors closed? And our systems in daily life, how can I reverse that and love my rock and roll? And love my, just recently, in the last months and years, I think many people have said that the selenite is just dark. It was the holding the energies that built the black hole systems, some of the galactic black hole systems, the Abaddon, the ugly hellhole stuff that came in that wasn't supposed to, right? And I was like, well, how can we undo that? And I remember sitting with crystals too in the past where anything, all of us, anything that can be imprinted, which is energetic, can be transmuted and come back into whole form, pure divine balance, yin yang, divine masculine and feminine within it. So I say, why don't we just reverse this, any that's extra dark that's holding on or connected to any darker pattern shadows, and we can erase that. Good, I got a mork from Orc Egg. I'm doing an egg cleansing on the selenite. Only holding pure divine light, balance in the Christed consciousness. No longer allowed to hold anything that is not for the highest good of all of us. And I remember doing that with my rock and roll in the car. And being isolated then, there's several cycles I've gone through that are very similar to our last one. In these rapture times, these revelations times, this going cosmic Christ time. And they're hard. They're hard for all of us. And I remember asking the divine universe, asking God, source, creator, like to just erase and reverse anything that was dark that was able to come in through the radio, through the TV, through the substances. Like here's my iced coffee with a lot of marshmallows and chocolate in it. For today, anything that we need to reverse and pull back into wholeness, which could be our insides, mind, body, spirit, soul, our systems, and by the hand of God, that cosmic Christ will do it for you and lead you into your calling and help as we return. Ready? Return to the original divine blueprint, which is in divine order and balance. The original divine blueprint in all of us. Our connection with the skies and the earth, our connection with our star families. Our higher selves, our soul families, soul tribes, our connection with God's source. To the beginning of time and back. I ask for the Akash, the records, the imprints of who we are to come back into divine order as God sees fit, the divine universe sees fit, as and just rinse away everything that's not for our highest good here today, whatever is best for us. Back into synergy in divine order. I picked up the card because I was like, I'm going to show you the synergy card again. Not believe what just happened. So I have two stacks in front of me. Back into order. Back into synergy in that cosmic Christ, pure divine light. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of the not so obvious, never seen before combinations and true unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. Welcome home, Super Rock Star Seeds. Welcome home. One more quick thing. So I was looking for that synergy card so I could hold it up again and say, yeah, that's what we're here for. Our callings. We're going to help hold the keys and the points and the pieces 0 points of that true divine light order of the universe together. And together it brings that soul song, the cosmic balance. I don't know if the earth is round or flat or whatever it is, but whatever it is, divine humanity is supposed to be in order and in balance. If we have to be in the duality system, which I think is a little weird, right, starseeds, then we're supposed to be in balance. So whatever the true information is, our calling, our keys are going to lead us to that, and our souls will know and will be led in that pure, divine, Christed light. So as the 2 stacks were in front of me looking for the synergy card to hold up again, I picked up the top of each card, and they were both, because I have 2 decks mixed together, the root chakra. And ironically, I was working on that. So if I may, end this with, I'm going to get the copper rod that Ed made me, to grounding rod. And I'm going to ask for all of humanity, each of us, you, me, us, them, the root chakra of who we are. If it's been plugged, blocked, marked, reversed, stomped on, hurt, if there's been any sex magic, womb magic, blood magic done, that all of that can be cleared out, and the perfect divine order of you, me, us, them, our cellular structure and molecular structure, our DNA, our truth, our mind, body, spirit, soul, our root chakra that's connected to all of that, be cleansed, cleared, and optimized and rebalanced back into wholeness. In pure divine light. Because I've been feeling a little bit of clog. So if that root chakra is clogged and we don't recognize it because we're busy, we got to do stuff, we got to get up and go get some cheese sticks, go to work, all the things. Sometimes can block everything. And then those are the structures that we're going to slowly but surely completely bring back into divine order. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, which again, those, all the symbols and the things have been inverted and perverted over the years. We're bringing the flower of life as well as chakras back into divine order. So we're uninverting it, detangling and stripping it out, delousing and re-optimizing as it is meant to be, as the original divine blueprint and plan of each of us, and the universe tells us to, like the original divine blueprint. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports us in our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well in the physical world. All of us are working through traumas and fears and pain, which are in the atmosphere. So I'm really proud of everybody. Thank you so much, Starseeds. Super rock Starseeds, for being who you are, being who you came here to be, helping each other and recognizing each other. Thank you for remembering and recognizing who you are, and listening to your calling. And it's getting ready to amp up as we can see the reversals of that dark shadow coming out of the matrix, coming out of the rabbit hole, and the illusions fall away. Welcome home. Welcome home, rock Starseeds. Welcome home. I send you a big hug, and I'm going to put my new pyramid hat on because I can. I was at lunch with my friend that also has a house here from Arizona, and a crystal shop. Her crystal shop in downtown Eureka Springs. So gorgeous, so beautiful. It flows with the other people that have been here for years, and people that love crystals in Eureka Springs. It's called Magic City Crystals. Come see her. So we went to the famous Crescent Hotel for lunch. There's a place called Sky Bar. They have pizza and really good salads. Yes, they do. And so we were there, and she goes, I brought you something. She's so kind and generous. So ready for this? She brought me my pyramid. She knows I love pyramids. And the, get this, earth, air, fire, water, ether, connection with God, balance is above, so below. In the pyramids, you know how it has the particular frequency of healing and wholeness. We can one day learn easily and see the energies, how it can be um, transmuted and balanced back into the duality balance of wholeness for us in different structures, as our different structures, energetic symbols, and energetic structures are all around us that are invisible come back into wholeness. And my favorite part was that she left the tag on. It reminds me of my mom. Um, miss that woman. And just warmed my heart a lot. So, never had a pyramid hat before or had any of those tinfoil hats or anything. Thank you, Starseeds. Thank you, Divine Beings. I am so grateful to be able to be here with you today and do this really long check-in. See you soon. Have my little office open here in Holiday Island, right outside of Eureka Springs for now, and getting to go do tours of Talking with the Universe and doing UFO tours a little bit here and out by the lakes, and I'm excited to be able to share with you all over the world. Starseeds, high five and big hugs, and honor and respect. Live long and prosper, eh? Okay, take care. I'll see you soon.